Neil Jones, you travelled to the Midlands yesterday. It was a frustrating night for Everton at West Brom.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of Everton fans went there expecting to pick up all 3 points. I actually suspected beforehand it might be a tough game. It was the first game of Pepe Mel in charge of the Hawthorns, so always likely to get a little bit of a sort of bounce from West Brom. But Everton having been in a commanding position at half time, I think they'll be disappointed he didn't kick on and go and win the game. I think it's very much 2 points dropped. It's the 9th draw of the season, which for all the progress that's been made, that says a lot about Everton maybe dropping a few too many points.
And if that wasn't bad enough, Seamus Coleman went off and he doesn't look well man, does he?
Well, no, I mean, Roberto Martinez made the point to say that Seamus would never come off unless he had to. It's a big worry for Everton with some big games around the corner, none more so than the Merseyside derby. He's been probably Everton's best player this season, you know, certainly up there in the top 2 or 3. He's got a hamstring problem. The good news for Everton is that he's got a cup game at the weekend which he could potentially be rested for without it being too damaging to Everton. So he might have a little bit longer to recover, but he's going to be assessed later this week and Everton will be desperate to have him on the pitch at Anfield next Tuesday.
To take some positives though, we did have a look at Aidan McGeady, didn't we?
Yeah, he only got 12 minutes. He came on. It was a tough game for him to come on to. Everton weren't flowing with their attacking play, and it wasn't sort of. He was brought on to inject something rather than to just add to something. He showed a few nice touches. He had one chance where he could have rolled Romelu Lukaku through the middle. He overhit it slightly, but you know he needs game time. He needs minutes. He hasn't played since November. It's his first outing, and he's only gonna improve as he gets fitter and gets sharper and gets more in tune. But you know, I'm sure it won't be long. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him play a little bit longer against Stevenage on Saturday.
And of course, after that game, there's the Merseyside derby.
Yeah.
Plenty for Roberto Martinez to think about, judging by last night's performance.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the main thing he's got to think about is selection, because he's got a few injuries to piling up. I mean, he's got Deulofeu out. He's got Alcaraz has been out recently. I think he should be okay for the derby actually, although I'd be surprised if he did come into the team. He's got obviously Ross Barkley sidelined. He's got a longer term injury, so he's got a few headaches there. And Everton squad is being stretched at the moment. In terms of the performance, you'll want more from that, and I think you'll get a reaction from Everton against Stevenage. I don't think Everton have ever really put two poor performances together. They were poor in the second half against West Brom. I think they'll react this weekend, go into the game against Liverpool in a positive frame of mind.